Strange, yet true stories. Tales from the light side, the dark side, and the other side.
Doppelganger. Literally defined from its German origin, it means double walker or double goer. It's a ghostly duplicate of a person. There may be a person who looks like you, but what about another someone who is you? The young man featured in this story had one of those encounters. I used to work in an ad agency in New York City. One of the creepiest moments of my life happened there, and I honestly never want to set foot in that office, or frankly any office, ever again. This was when I was around 24. It was a pretty new job. I had been there for about 4 months, and was hoping to leave whenever a new job popped open. I needed the money, and I had a lot of friends working at the company, so it was an easy enough position to get into, and the work wasn't too bad, doing stuff that temps usually do, but with a little more responsibility. Anyway, one Monday, I woke up to find sunlight pouring into my room. Odd, I think, considering that usually it's still dark out when I wake up around 6:30. Looking for my alarm clock, which had fallen off of the nightstand, I saw it was 9:30 a.m. My shift starts at 9, so I was going to be late by at least an hour if I didn't get my ass moving. I had never overslept before, and I really didn't want to piss off the boss, who had been riding me the past few weeks for assignments that I hadn't quite completed on time. Anyway, I figured I'd knock the clock off of the nightstand at some point in the night, disabling the alarm. Whatever the reason, I needed to get to work as fast as I could, so I hopped out of bed, put my clothes on, jumped in my car, and left. I pulled into the parking lot around 10, parked my car, ran into the building, and just a quick description of the office. An elevator gets off at a hallway, maybe 75 feet long, with reception on the right as you leave the elevator. Straight down the hallway is where the cubicles are, with conference rooms lining the left side of the hallway. Big glass windows so you can always see what's going on in there. You can see my desk as soon as you get off the elevator, as it sits right in the front row of cubicles in the center of the end of the hallway. Basically, anyone coming off of the elevator can see me and my desk clearly. So, I hop off the elevator, heart pumping and half expecting the boss to be there waiting, or at least have a message from him waiting for me at reception. Nothing. I walk straight past reception, except the secretary sort of looks at me strangely, half startled and half scared. Whatever, I pay no attention to her. The conference rooms on the left are being used, as is usual for Monday mornings. I try to walk past without looking into the rooms, but everyone in each room stares at me as I pass by. I'm starting to panic, like they all know I'm going to be fired or something. Except they look more scared than curious, like I'm going to find out something that I shouldn't find out. Trying to forget all this weird behavior, I focus straight ahead on my desk. What I see goes from weird to terrifying. Someone is sitting in my cubicle, typing on the computer. I think, maybe the IT guy is doing maintenance on my computer or something like that. But the man turns his head and looks right into my eyes. This is where I feel the blood freeze in my veins. My head starts pounding with fear and every muscle in my body tenses. The man sitting at the desk is me. The spitting image of me. Same clothes, same hair, same stare. He looks at me, startled, and then starts to pack up papers frantically. I move faster down the hall, but by the time I'm within 40 feet, he sprints out of the cubicle toward the other corner of the building. I break into a run, hoping to catch up with him. As I turn the corner, I don't see anyone running away. Even worse, everyone is looking at me like I'm crazy. I check all of the neighboring cubicles. No trace. I begin to ask people who the hell was at my desk. No one knew anything. They all said my desk had been empty all morning. They hadn't seen anyone. Bullshit, I told them. They got this worried look, and eventually the boss was called over. At this point, I'm still sweating bullets and panting. My face is red, and my hair is all disheveled. He takes one look at me and asks if I'm okay. I tell him what happened, and he just gets this look on his face like, this guy's a friggin' lunatic. There was no one at my desk all morning, he tells me. He checked every 15 minutes, seeing if I had shown up yet. Now I'm feeling crazy because no one else saw this guy who looked exactly like me sitting at my desk. The way he ran away, it was as if he were doing something he shouldn't have been. I tried to push it to the back of my mind as I went to the bathroom to splash some water on my face. I spent a while in there studying my reflection, feeling uneasy at the sight of it. I come back to my desk feeling a little better about everything, but still shaken up. When I sit down at my desk, there's a new Word document on my computer desktop, untitled. I open it, feeling a new rush of adrenaline. This is what it read. Name. It had my name. Location, 846-2421.856-84C. Absent. Will be fulfilling role until recalled. Current parameters unclear, though outline is primitive. Log number 521952 has been updated with key information regarding the status of me. Operation has... And then it's cut off. I'm still convinced it was an elaborate prank by my office workers. I left that very same week, after not being able to come to work without having anxiety attacks. I found another job in Massachusetts, and I'm much happier. Looking into mirrors still puts me on edge.